As January 2026 ends, Beijing stands at the center of a global power shift. President Xi Jinping is simultaneously purging his military leadership and welcoming a parade of world leaders seeking deals. These moves are not isolated, they're the twin engines of China's bold new challenge to the world order. Xi's internal crackdown signals a demand for absolute loyalty, while his external diplomacy projects confidence and ambition. The world is no longer debating China's rise, it's grappling with its dominance. As the US faces its own turmoil, other nations are recalibrating, forging new ties with Beijing that could reshape global alliances. The era of unipolar certainty is over. China is now setting the pace and the rules. The scale of Xi Jinping's military purge is staggering, marking a turning point in the history of China's armed forces. Never before has the People's Liberation Army seen such a sweeping and dramatic overhaul at its highest levels. The sheer number of senior officers removed in such a short time is unprecedented, sending shockwaves through the military establishment and beyond. Top generals, including Zhang Yuxia and Liu Zhenli, have been ousted, leaving the Central Military Commission barely functional. The sudden disappearance of these powerful figures has created a climate of uncertainty and anxiety within the ranks, as officers wonder who might be next. The leadership vacuum at the very top has forced the military to adapt quickly, with many scrambling to prove their loyalty. Officially, it's about corruption, especially in the PLA rocket force, but it's also about rooting out disloyalty and consolidating Xi's grip. The anti-corruption campaign has become a powerful tool for Xi, allowing him to remove those he suspects of divided loyalties or hidden agendas. By targeting the rocket force, which controls China's nuclear arsenal, Xi is sending a clear message: no one is untouchable. Western reports hint at possible espionage, adding to the drama and paranoia at the top. Rumors swirl about leaks of sensitive information and foreign infiltration, fueling a sense of crisis within the leadership. The specter of espionage has only heightened Xi's determination to tighten his control, as trust becomes an increasingly rare commodity. Nearly every senior officer has been replaced, with Xi promoting a new generation loyal to him alone. These fresh faces are carefully chosen for their unwavering allegiance to Xi and the Communist Party, rather than for their ties to previous leaders or traditional military factions. The new leadership is expected to follow Xi's directives without question, reshaping the culture of the PLA from the top down. This is the most significant shakeup since Tiananmen, transforming the PLA into a force personally devoted to Xi. The echoes of 1989 are unmistakable, but this time, the transformation is even deeper, reaching into the very core of the military's identity and purpose. The message is clear: the military's allegiance is to Xi and the party, not to tradition or old networks. Loyalty to the leader is now the highest virtue, and any hint of dissent is swiftly punished. The old guard has been swept aside, replaced by a new order built on absolute obedience. China's armed forces are being reforged in Xi's image, stronger, more loyal, and ready for the next phase. As the world watches, the PLA is being transformed into a tool of Xi's vision, prepared to defend his rule and project China's power in a new era of uncertainty. Xi's impatience with the PLA's progress is driving a relentless overhaul. With the PLA's centenary in 2027 looming, Xi demands a force ready to fight and win, especially regarding Taiwan. Corruption in procurement is seen as a direct threat to this goal, prompting the purge and a push for modernization. Xi has ended military self-policing, placing party loyalists in charge of discipline and readiness. Younger, tech-savvy officers now rise quickly, owing their careers to Xi and sharing his urgency. The PLA's capabilities are not diminished. If anything, they're becoming more lethal and responsive. The military buildup, especially in naval and missile forces, continues at breakneck speed. Xi is forging a military designed for future conflicts, with Taiwan as the ultimate objective. As Xi tightens control at home, Beijing is hosting a surge of global leaders. Prime ministers from the UK, Canada, Ireland, Finland, and South Korea have all sought meetings in January 2026. This diplomatic rush is a direct response to US unpredictability under President Trump and new tariffs. America's allies are hedging, seeking economic stability with China while maintaining security ties with Washington. These visits aren't a pivot away from the US, but a pragmatic reset, balancing old alliances with new opportunities. For China, each handshake and deal chips away at US efforts to isolate Beijing. Xi is positioning China as a stable, essential partner in a volatile world. Behind the diplomatic spectacle, a wave of major economic deals is quietly cementing China's global influence and reshaping the world's financial landscape. These agreements go far beyond photo opportunities and handshakes. They represent a strategic shift in how nations engage with one another. With China at the center of a new economic web, the UK's AstraZeneca, for example, recently announced a staggering $15 billion investment in China, signaling not only confidence in the Chinese market, but also a deepening partnership in the fields of healthcare and innovation. At the same time, British and Canadian delegations have secured significant tariff reductions and opened doors to new business opportunities, paving the way for increased trade and collaboration across multiple sectors. Canada's recent deal to lower tariffs on electric vehicles, in exchange for improved access to China's vast consumer market, highlights a clear desire to ease trade tensions and foster long-term economic growth. These moves come even at the risk of displeasing the United States, which has traditionally been a close ally and economic partner. The irresistible pull of China's enormous market is driving countries to rethink their strategies as they seek to tap into the world's second-largest economy and its rapidly growing middle class. Chinese companies, meanwhile, are expanding their reach abroad, investing in new markets and forging partnerships that promise mutual growth and innovation. Countries like the UK and Canada are positioning themselves as gateways for Chinese investment, hoping to attract capital, technology, and jobs while strengthening their own economic resilience. This creates a mutually beneficial loop where both sides gain from increased trade, investment, and shared expertise. While the United States remains focused on tariffs, trade barriers, and a narrative of rivalry, other nations are choosing a different path, one that emphasizes commercial engagement and pragmatic cooperation. For many, the priority is clear: access to new markets, diversified supply chains, and the promise of economic growth outweigh the risks of political friction. This intricate web of economic interdependence is quietly but powerfully reshaping the global order, one deal at a time. The new Silk Road is no longer just a diplomatic vision. It's a reality built on ambitious deals, strategic investments, and a shared belief in the power of economic connection. Renewed engagement with China comes as U.S.-China relations remain tense. After a fragile trade truce, President Trump's tariffs and threats have pushed allies to quietly seek alternatives in Beijing. Trump's warnings, like possible 100% tariffs on Canada, highlight the risks for countries making deals with China. Yet the US remains the world's economic superpower, and no ally can afford to alienate Washington completely. This is not defection, but hedging. Leaders are balancing US security with Chinese economic opportunity. The result is a volatile triangle. America wants unity, China offers incentives, and allies walk a diplomatic tightrope. Any misstep could provoke backlash from either giant. Navigating this landscape is one of the era's greatest foreign policy challenges. The UK and Canada's moves are part of a global trend. Nations everywhere are diversifying alliances. Countries are building flexible partnerships, refusing to be locked into a single camp. Recent deals like Vietnam-EU and EU-India agreements show a worldwide push for strategic depth beyond the US-China rivalry. Even as leaders like Keir Starmer engage with Xi, they raise tough issues: human rights, security, and more, showing these relationships are complex and transactional. The era of a single superpower is over. Middle powers now have more agency, playing great powers off each other for maximum benefit. For the US, allies can't be taken for granted. For China, economic power is a potent diplomatic tool. The world is now a web of shifting alliances with opportunity and risk in every direction. Navigating this multipolar reality is the new normal. Xi Jinping's grand strategy is clear: secure absolute control at home, ensuring the Communist Party's grip on every aspect of Chinese society, from politics to the economy, culture, and even the digital space. This internal consolidation is the foundation for everything that follows. At the same time, China is working relentlessly to expand its influence abroad, using diplomacy, trade, and technology to weave a web of partnerships and dependencies across continents. The recent military purge is not just about rooting out corruption. It's about forging a loyal, modern fighting force, one that can project power and defend China's interests far beyond its borders. Meanwhile, China's diplomatic charm offensive is designed to fracture Western unity, drawing countries away from the US orbit and into Beijing's sphere of influence. All of this cements China's economic centrality, making it a hub for global trade, investment, and innovation, and giving Beijing leverage over friends and rivals alike. Xi's vision is about technological self-sufficiency and national rejuvenation, pushing China to lead in artificial intelligence, green energy, and advanced manufacturing, so it can never be held hostage by foreign powers. This is all in preparation for long-term strategic competition with the United States, a contest that will shape the future of global power. These policies are deeply interconnected. Military strength fuels economic growth. Economic might funds military modernization, and both reinforce China's global ambitions. Watch for new military appointments and shifts in leadership, as these will signal the direction of China's armed forces and its readiness for future challenges. Also, pay close attention to the outcome of Trump's upcoming visit to Beijing. The tone and substance of these talks could redefine the balance of power in Asia and beyond. Both events will shape the next phase of US-China relations, setting the stage for either confrontation or cooperation in the years ahead. Economic data and investment flows will reveal whether America's allies can truly balance their ties with both giants, or if they'll be forced to choose sides as tensions rise. The world is entering an era of profound change and risk, where old certainties are fading and new alliances are being forged in real time. Xi's actions are accelerating this transformation. The US remains a formidable power, but it now faces a strategic, patient rival in China, one that is steadily winning friends, building influence, and rewriting the rules of global engagement. China's outreach to the global south, its investments in infrastructure, and its growing cultural appeal are all part of a long game to reshape the world order. The choices made in the coming months by leaders in Beijing, Washington, and capitals around the world will define the 21st century's global order, setting the course for decades to come.